the Eagles finally made a move. Wow, and I'm gonna be honest with you. My expectations were pretty low as far as expecting a big name, somebody, big name, player or whatnot. At least someone that's proven pretty much. But wow, I've seen that a few moves tried to be made, but they couldn't get it done. But this one right here, this signing was pretty damn good, I gotta admit. Especially one coming from Howie Roseman. But let's get started.
Philly, Northwest, Southwest, Southside. Spit it for them and who stay fly. B, Matt, Rockefeller till I die. Matt J dropped on the album in a week.
Let's start off with Anthony Harris. Anthony Harris just signed with the Philadelphia Eagles. 1 year and $5 million. And just, wow. The fact, Anthony Harris would take that kind of deal, it kind of makes me wonder before I should really be hyped for this signing. Why would a guy like Anthony Harris, leave the Minnesota Vikings, who had, not too bad of a defense, but the fact that, in 2019, he had 6 interceptions in 2019. That was 2019. I'm not expecting that kind of performance here as of yet. I'd rather see what he could do on the field. I'm going to be flat out honest with you. I'm not going to sit here and say, he's going to get 8 interceptions, 10 interceptions. I'm not going to do any of that. I got to see what he's about on the field. Because I feel like there are times when players be in their primes with the main team they're from, but then when they come here, you just don't really see that same kind of effort. So I just want to know what made Anthony Harris, leave Minnesota. Was it because they didn't want to pay him that kind of money, even though he did have he had a pretty good season the last 3 years. I'm going to say the last 3 years, he had a great season. In 2020, 104 tackles, 104, even though half of it was assisted or whatnot, no interceptions, but, I feel like he still had a not too bad of a season, over 100 tackles. 2019, 60 tackles, 6 interceptions. Leading in safety. He was leading interceptions as far as being a safety. 2018, 46 tackles, 3 interceptions. Like I said, the last 3 years, him being with the Minnesota Vikings was, I'm going to say the last 3 years he was pretty good. But then, the 3 years after that, 2017, 16, and 15, he wasn't really, all involved all like that. I guess it was those times where he had to, fight. He was fighting to be on a team where he was just rotational, like backup or whatnot. I guess that's what that was. But then it seems like he was playing starting role. And after that, he started showing what he's about. Those interceptions, he intercepted from great quarterbacks like Drew Brees, a pick 6 by Russell Wilson. Let me tell you something. When I seen the pick 6 by Russell Wilson, I got to say, I love the hustle. I love the hustle that was there, that he went for it, Apparently, one of the defensive linemen blocked Russell Wilson's pass, and Russell Wilson tried to knock it down, but ended up batting in the air. And there was Anthony Davis. Yoink! Took that shit, ran it all the way down for the pick 6. Wow. He intercepted Mitch Trubisky. Matt Ryan twice, Dwayne Haskins. I'm going to say him or Mitch Trubisky was the worst out of the ones he intercepted. And then it was Phillip Rivers. So, for the most part, he's actually had some impressive, picks, against, great quarterbacks. And, look, it's like I say, I'm very excited for the signing, but I'm not going to expect the best effort. But I will say this, though. The fact that he still plays football, he tackles, if he's not intercepting whatever. The fact that, he still put up some good numbers as far as tackling players, that's what we need for sure. We need players on the team that not only can tackle, but can take the ball. He's pretty good at, forcing fumbles at that. Like, we need that kind of safety on the team. We need a solid veteran. I don't care the fact that, how old is he, 30 years old or whatever? Look, we do have a lot of young players, but we need a leader on this team. We need, and I'm going to be real with you. he's already got way more interceptions than Jalen Mills had for as long as he was here. I would say Jalen Mills been here for about, what, 4 years? 4 or 5 years, soon to be 5 years? He's got way more interceptions than Jalen Mills. Way more. So, I mean, hey, Jalen Mills. Now, I'm going to get to Jalen Mills. I'm want to thank Jalen Mills for his moment. I mean, look, Jalen Mills, he's got the swag and everything. I like that. You know, he's got the swag, the style, his way of playing and everything. And I feel like, you know, every team needs that kind of player, you know, like how, you know, Richard Sherman was, how Josh Norman was, guys like Jalen Ramsey, you know, guys like that. You know, they just have their style, they talk and all that kind of stuff. You know, Jalen Mills, I felt like he had the swag, but you know, he was being himself. You know, he was the Green Goblin. I just loved that, but I felt like he didn't really do enough to back up, you know, the attitude that he brought to the team. I felt like he hasn't really done enough. He's always falling for the double moves. He's always falling for, you know, all that, man. There are times he gets smoked. He just, I mean, I'm not going to say he was the worst cornerback, but I felt like he didn't really live up to that expectation as being a cornerback. I felt like he was too slow, and there are times he always got in smoke. Obviously, he was much better at the red zone because, you know, you didn't have to do as much running around. He was a good red zone stop, but, and you know what, let me say this. The best thing that Jalen Mills has done as being a Philadelphia Eagle, and I'm sure everybody can agree with this, he stopped Julio Jones. Whether or not there's an argument that it was a pass interference, I mean, look, there are times we got screwed over. All right. I guess if the Falcons want to call it karma, the fact that when Julio Jones caught that touchdown catch within the 2-minute warning, it was like a year or two ago, like last year or whatever. If they want to call that karma, you know, when Julio Jones caught that catch and there was that illegal block in the back, if they want to call that karma, then oh well, so be it. That was their season win right there. I mean, that doesn't mean shit if they didn't take it to the playoffs, so whatever. But since that wasn't ruled anything, in the end, Jalen Mills legit stopped Julio Jones right there. And I'm going to be real with you. Had it not been for Jalen Mills with that stop right there, who knows what would have happened? The Falcons could have stopped us from winning our first ever Super Bowl, and I got no problem admitting that. I'm not going to deny it. The Falcons was the closest team to really stop us from winning our Super Bowl. Not the Vikings, not even close with the Vikings. Not even the Patriots, even though the Patriots put up a pretty damn good fight. But the Falcons, in my opinion, definitely probably would have gone to the Super Bowl. I'm going to be honest with you. Probably would have gone to the Super Bowl. But thank God, you know, I mean, who knows if Patrick Peterson would have done the same, or Sidney Jones, or who else was there? Who was? It was Jalen Mills on one side, and I'm trying to remember who was on the other side. It wasn't Sidney Jones. He was kind of hurt. I know Patrick Peterson was there. I see, it was like so long ago, so I can't necessarily remember, but yeah, man, who knows, man? So many players was hurt too, so I can't even tell you there. But I will say this though, man, Jalen Mills, it's like I say, I felt like his swag, his attitude didn't really back up the action that he brought to the field. Didn't really back it up at all. But I'm sure he's going to do a whole lot better in New England. Maybe it was just that he just didn't fit. And he it's like, I don't think he was a good corner all like that. But and I also believe that he was a failed experiment at being a safety. And I felt like it was for the best. Perhaps he should leave. But hey, I mean, some Eagles fans aren't very happy that the Green Goblin is gone. I mean, oh, well, he was involved with us winning the Super Bowl. Look, man, there are times, you could say he was involved with us winning, winning the Super Bowl, whatever, but there are times he was part of the reasons why we've lost games. There are reasons why he lost games. We've lost games. He was part of that reason. So, I mean, look, good luck wherever you go, Jalen Mills. Thank you for the memories, the good attitude and everything. And good luck in New England. And I'm not gonna say any hard feelings. I mean, the man got his money. And, people are saying, well, we should have structured his contract. I mean, there's a reason why Jalen Mills decided to go to New England. He took that 4-year deal, $24 million contract with $9 million guaranteed. Nobody ain't trying to keep getting restructured. Ain't nobody trying to do that. Come on now. He took the money. He's in New England. You could probably say it's a little too late now because Tom Brady's no longer there, but I don't know, whatever. The man's got his money. He got the Super Bowl ring, and now he wants that money. Maybe he could do it again. I don't know. Maybe he can do it again. Maybe he'll do better with the Patriots. I don't know. I don't care. He's no longer here. So if you ask me, even though he's 27 years old, I felt like we got a major upgrade in Anthony Harris. And I feel like, our secondary can learn a thing or two from the guy. Maybe we'll see more excitement. Maybe Kayvon Wallace. Maybe Kayvon Wallace will definitely learn a thing or two because I feel like he may have some good attitude. He may have heart or whatever, but I feel like he's not backing up that talk. Action speaks louder than words. You feel me? Action definitely speaks louder than words. So, I mean, he needs to learn a thing or two before, many can really take him serious. So, that being said, let's move on to the next. Juju Smith Schuster. Apparently, there was a multi-deal contract that was offered to Juju Smith Schuster, and apparently that was turned down. And he decides to stay with the Steelers. Apparently because he loves the team, whatever. Look, whatever the reason is, honestly, I really don't care. I mean, say if he was one of those guys that I wanted on the team, I mean, that would just defeat the whole purpose of going for Jamar Chase, and he just would have drafted Kyle Pitts. I mean, I'm going to be real with you. He's not even guaranteed to be there by number 6 anyway, but I don't know. I'm going to be real with you. He just wasn't one of those guys that I want us to sign. That's why I just say I'm honestly more. I'm already excited as is for who we got. Jalen Reagor, Travis Fulgham. Who else? It was Jalen Reagor, Travis Fulgham. I don't really care for JJ Umbrella Whiteside, but Quez Watkins, John Hightower, a lot of young guys here. I'm excited for them. I honestly don't care for Juju Smith Schuster. I really don't. But okay, I mean, he decided to stay with the Steelers. I see him staying with the Steelers for a while. I mean, the Steelers need a wide receiver. I don't think they were just going to simply let Juju Smith-Schuster walk like that. They had their wide receiver Antonio Brown, but he's gone. I mean, he went to the Raiders, got cut. He went to the New England Patriots, got cut. And it's crazy. All that attitude and toxic nonsense he was doing, he ends up winning a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers. Caught a touchdown and everything. Now, I guess you can say he's now the second elite wide receiver as far as this generation goes that's won the Super Bowl. I don't know. But him and Mike Evans, 2 elite wide receivers, both of them got a ring now. Fuck. Now I can no longer brag about Alshon Jeffrey. But yeah, again, thank you, Alshon Jeffrey. I know he got cut, or it's still going to happen. I don't know what the date is, but he's officially done. Him and Malik Jackson is done. Apparently, Malik Jackson is signed with the Cleveland Browns, if I'm correct. But hey, I mean, good luck. I think Malik Jackson went to the Browns. I don't know, but that's just, look, my shit is unscripted, okay? I don't know. But yeah, man. But good luck, Malik Jackson. I'm gonna call it how it is. He was another failed experiment as far as coming here as our defensive lineman. I mean, we paid the guy 3 years and a $30 million contract. Huge waste of money. A huge waste of money. He's only played like no more than like what? I don't know. hardly seen him play, honestly. But good luck, I guess. It was a huge waste of money, huge waste of space. It is what it is. He's gone now, so let's move on to the next. Zach Ertz, apparently he's still a move has not been made. He wanted to be traded by either August or he wants to get cut. He's apparently getting very frustrated and everything. Hey, future DE here, and yeah, something's kind of slipped my mind about Zach Ertz, to be honest with you, but yeah, man, about Zach Ertz, though, I guess I'm going to re-edit this part, but about Zach Ertz, you know, apparently he has granted a few permissions to go out and seek trades from, like, several teams, but it was reported that, you know, the Buffalo Bills was one of them, until the Bills ended up dropping out of the idea of taking in Zach Ertz, and I felt like Zach Ertz was definitely that guy they definitely needed for Josh Allen, who's, I can believe it's safe to say now, is actually a pretty good quarterback. And I told Princess Gamer this, and shout out to her, but I told Princess Gamer this a while back, that Josh Allen reminds me a lot of Carson Wentz when Wentz is, you know, before Wentz got hurt. He really does remind me of Carson Wentz. And if you don't believe me, just watch the highlights yourself. You know, he scrambles around at times and pass and do stuff like that. And it's not really in a bad way. I mean, you saw how great Carson Wentz was, you know, before he got hurt. But let me get back to it. So, Zach Ertz is reportedly getting very impatient with the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, and you know that, and you know, he's got permission to go out and seek a trade, but unfortunately, the Buffalo Bills is going to be one of them. I mean, I just don't know what, you know, I guess you could say teams want to lowball. You know, they want the cheapest. It's like they want to take one of the best tight ends for the cheapest. And I just got to say, man, fuck all y'all, man. Fuck all you cheap-ass teams, and you guys aren't willing to spend, you know, willing to win a Super Bowl. This is why many teams will never win a Super Bowl, because you're not willing to spend. And y'all let one bad year from Zach Ertz, you know, justify the fact that he's not worth, you know, not even a third or fourth round pick. And it just goes to show how pathetic these ringless peasants are. But it is what it is. I mean, I guess you could say Ertz kind of put it on himself in a way. That, or it doesn't matter. Like, Ertz is showing the attitude that he still has it and he just want to prove elsewhere. So, I mean, I don't know, man. I guess we're just going to have to keep moving. And it might come to a point that we're just going to end up cutting him probably in June. So if it does happen, if we do release him, I still, in the end, I just want to say thank you, Zach Ertz. It sucks that we won't be able to have him here this year. And I knew it was over the very moment that, you know, he stood out there in the middle of the field and was just staring, you know, because he knew it was over. It's going to be his last ever down as a Philadelphia Eagle, his final ever game. So I got a few places that Zach Ertz could go in mind. I mean, the Bills was a shocking one, in my opinion. The Bills was a shocking rumor. But I would probably say the Indianapolis Colts, Carson Wentz. I mean, they are best friends after all. You know, it's pretty, you know, Zach Ertz and Wentz was like the Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. That's pretty much what that was. You know, it could be that. It could be the Patriots. The Patriots always need a tight end. It could be the Patriots. But then again, I could doubt that. But I'm going to say the Colts, maybe the Saints. You know, the Saints, I heard Jared Cook has signed with another team. I can't remember who they signed with. I'm not sure if it was, I really can't remember who he signed with. It could be the Saints. It could be maybe the Raiders, or it, you know, it could be, I mean, who knows at this point? Who really knows at this point? But at this point, you know, Zach Ertz is done here in Philadelphia. You know, he's getting very impatient because, you know, I guess he, you know, just wants to be gone. He's fed up with Howie Roseman, you know. Something really had to have happened because so many players are leaving because it all is related to Howie Roseman. Maybe Howie Roseman is just not a player's guy after all. He just don't know what to say out his mouth, you know. I just don't know, man. Anyway, let's just move on to the next. Zach Ertz, thank you for your time. I'm saying advance, thank you for your time, in Philly. Thank you for that amazing catch in the Super Bowl to give us the lead to win a Super Bowl and everything, And, of course, that was a follow-up with the Brandon Graham strip sack and Derek Barnett recovering it and the Jake Elliott kick in the Super Bowl, but it's just crazy how cheap teams have to be, and it's ridiculous, but whatever. I just don't care anymore at this point. There's two more things I want to talk about that I'm going to end this video. Let's talk about, it's going to be short, Nick Sirianni. I will admit, Nick Sirianni, I feel like his questions be like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and like the first 5 seconds be related to the answer. Then after that, it's all about likes and fundamentals and, personal stories and everything that's going on. That's what it seems like. It just makes you say, what? Like every 5 or 10 seconds. But here's the thing. I'm not going to let that, push me away as far as being on board with Nick Sirianni as a head coach. We needed a change. A lot of people are so quick to say Doug Peterson needs to get fired. He needs to get fired. Fire him. But then when it's done, now all of a sudden we're this fan base is split. Like, it's like there's no winning when it comes to Eagles fans. There's absolutely no winning. We were 4-11-1 for crying out loud. And there was talks that Doug Peterson apparently wanted Press Taylor as offensive coordinator and bring back some scrub of a defense coordinator from the Detroit Lions. I can't remember his name, and I don't really care. Then, like, how are we going to win more than 7 or 8 games with those guys who are trash and play calling, managing offense and the defense? How are we going to win more games? How? I wasn't really mad at Doug Peterson when we gave away that game to the Washington football team. I wasn't mad in the slightest. Y'all can sit here and say it was a losing mentality, but at the same time, we were 4-10-1 at that time. I hate losing. I really do. But the one only reason why I don't care, because one, I had to work that night, so I wasn't really going to be able to see the game anyway. That 1 and 2, I want to win more games. Who are we going to draft at, like, what was it? Either number 6 or number 12 or number 10 or 11. I don't know. Who are we going to draft? I guarantee you the main person that you Eagles fans wanted, Kyle Pitts or Jamar Chase or whatever, they would have already been gone. So, don't know what to tell you. But remember how y'all wanted CeeDee Lamb? Well, he wasn't available about time. It was, I can't remember what number he was last year and the number 1 overall pick. Look, let me tell you something. So much has happened in my personal life. So much has happened. There's a lot of things I just can't remember. But I guess I remember as time goes on. I don't know. We might have been like number 17 or 18 or whatever. Around that. Late 10s or whatever. Or number 21. I think we were number 21 or 22-ish. He was already gone. The Dallas Cowboys took him. But if we were to move up or whatever, would have taken him. Apparently, the team was interested, but the Cowboys already stashed him up. And guess what? He's already doing good with Dallas. I don't know. But Nick Sirianni, let me get to the point about him. Nick Sirianni, I'm not going to sit here and freak out and talk about we're going to win only 3 or 4 games or whatever based off of the conference or whatever. Whatever happened to actions speak louder than words? Y'all were so quick to say that about Jalen Reagor. Y'all were so quick to say that about Travis Fulgham. Y'all were so quick to say that about Kayvon Wallace. But now Nick Sirianni in the press conference, y'all freaking out. I mean, Andy Reid was apparently horrible in the press conference in his early days as a head coach. Look at him. He's apparently one of the best coaches in, as far as the season goes, but he's one of the best coaches in the NFL. Even though Doug Peterson won the Super Bowl before him, majority of his guys won the Super Bowl before him. Guys like I can't remember who else was it. But I guess people expect Nick Sirianni to be aggressive. I'm not gonna lie, Doug Peterson, I like that he got agitated with a lot of same questions and dumb questions and everything, but at the same time, he wasn't really much on the field. Yeah, we've won. Yeah, we've made playoff, visits or whatever, but I feel like nowadays that just doesn't mean anything at this point. We can brag about going to having 3 playoff visits since we won the Super Bowl, but look, in the end, I want to win a Super Bowl. I'm not going to brag about playoffs. I'm just not going to do that. I don't know, but Doug Peterson has a lot of faults as far as why he got fired and some of the decisions he was going to make. Look, I'm happy for a change. I don't give a damn how terrible Nick Sirianni is in the press conference. The real question is, can he win us games? Can he win us games in the future? Can he get us to the playoffs? Can he win us a Super Bowl? If he can do any of that, I'm 100% on board. I'm all for a change. I'm all for, being competitive, all that type of stuff. If he can do that for this city, I'm on board. He could do side language for all I care in a conference. He could do side language for all I care. As long as he could win us games, win us playoffs, and most definitely a Super Bowl, I'm all for it. Might be a little too early to expect it, but as far as Eagles fans freaking out and already clowning him or whatever, it just goes to show why this fan base is a fucking joke and why I could never take these guys serious. Eagles Twitter is very toxic. I'm gonna be real with you. Eagles Twitter is very toxic. The groups on Facebook is very toxic. And if you don't agree with them, it's going to get very personal. And all I gotta say is, man, fuck those guys, and I'm just done with it. For real. It's bad enough that I get more upset in my fan base on social media than the Eagles losing themselves. It's ridiculous. But whatever. Last but not least, I guess to end this video, let's talk about Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz has finally spoken, which wasn't much, but he's broke his silence. Him now being with the Indianapolis Colts. Future DE here with one last edit, and that's pretty much a wrap. But Carson Wentz has finally broken his silence, but still wasn't really much to be said as far as the whole thing between him, Doug Peterson, and Howie Roseman. You know what? Honestly, I'm not even mad anymore. I mean, I don't really care at this point. Obviously, they're going to jump around the questions because they're not trying to spark up any nonsense that happened months ago. But, of course, knowing the media, a bunch of clickbait and clout chasers, they're going to do what they can to keep asking the same old questions. I mean, it can be by the end of the season, and they're still going to bring it up. I mean, look, if they don't want to answer it, just stop freaking talking about it. It gets annoying after a while. It's like I said, I really don't care. We already know what the story is. I mean, well, even though it was said in the articles that apparently Wentz has planned out his exit the very moment he got benched by Jalen Hurts. I mean, Eagles fans, let me tell you this. Because a lot of Eagles fans weren't very happy. A lot of them even said that they wanted him gone. A lot of that stuff. What did you expect, Eagles fans? What did you guys expect? What did you expect? Y'all really thought that Wentz was happily insistent on just sitting around for the rest of the season, go through the next couple seasons being a backup quarterback? You really thought it was going to be that easy? Little do you guys realize that quarterbacks have the softest mentality when things don't go their way. They have the softest mentality. Even a guy like Wentz that's professional, that's still a team player. Even after all of that. What did you guys expect? I told you guys that this isn't going to end very well. Many Eagles fans tried telling you guys that it was the wrong message, that it's not going to end very well. For some of you guys who's really upset about this, y'all need to wake up. Wake up. The team did Carson Wentz dirty. The team gave up on him. And you know what? I anticipated this outcome. Did you not realize how the team played a whole lot better since Wentz got benched? Did you not realize how the team got better? How wide receivers can catch all of a sudden? How the line knows how to somewhat defend, even though Ertz got sacked just about as many times as Wentz did or whatever? The team all of a sudden knew how to beat the New Orleans Saints. Defense all of a sudden knew how to play ball. Special teams all of a sudden knew how to return a kick. What did you think was going to happen? Come on now. I anticipated this a long time ago. Did I want Carson Wentz to get traded? I mean, I'm only going to say only for what's best for Wentz. But I knew for a fact that he was not just going to easily sit there and be a proud, bench warmer. No, not a guy that was giving the impression that he was the franchise quarterback. Not the one that was giving the impression he was the franchise quarterback. He got paid all that money. All that. Now, look. Yes, I was upset. The fact that Wentz no longer wanted to play with us. That was my initial reaction. I was pretty upset. I was all like, I'm getting rid of Wentz jersey. I'm sick and tired of these prima donnas. They don't want, they get paid all this money, this, that, and the third. Yes. But I admit, I am wrong in those cases. I'm still got this mindset that I'm going to get rid of my Wentz jersey because he didn't really accomplish much other than 2017. He really didn't accomplish much. So what is there for me to keep? I like to keep jerseys of players who can leave some kind of memorable moment. But then again, that probably would mean I would have to get rid of my Jordan Matthews jerseys as well. But at this point, it's over. It's done with. Why are we still talking about this? Carson Wentz, look, good luck in Indianapolis. The one and only time I'm going to root for Carson Wentz is if he plays 75% of the snaps and can get us a first round pick next year. The second round conditional pick. If he plays 75%, it can turn into a first round pick. I think that's what it is. But that's what I want. I want a first round pick. Fuck it. I want a first round pick. Since he's gone, we got robbed. At least next year, that's a big if he does 75%, we'll have 2 first round picks. So this will be the one and only time. As a matter of fact, this will be the only time I will even tune in to the Indianapolis Colts this much. Even more than the Dallas Cowboys, even more than the Giants or the Reds. Honestly, I really don't care for those games. I watch it here or there if it's very important, if it affects us moving up or getting first place. Yeah, I'll watch it. Hell, I'll even watch it to troll Cowboys fans and make them dance like I always do. Other than that, what did you expect? What did you Eagles fans expect? It's over and done with. This organization as a whole did him dirty. And it's even funny how Jeffrey Lurie all of a sudden wants to build around Jalen Hurts. And it's like, my question is, where was this energy when Carson Wentz was here? Where was that energy? Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. Where was that energy when Carson Wentz was here? Why didn't we build wide receivers then? Why didn't we build a stronger offensive line then? But watch. I'm sure he's going to watch. I'm sure Wentz is going to play a lot better in Indianapolis. Now he's got a guy like Frank Wright. It's going to expose everything. It's going to expose everything. I don't know, but it is what it is. Wentz is gone. Jalen Hurts is our quarterback. Thank you for your time here, Wentz. Not even going to end this on a bad note. Not even going to do any of that. Thank you, Carson Wentz, for your time here. Thank you for this 2017 run. It's all over and done with. It's time to move on. It's hurt season, and that's what it's going to be. It's either you're on board or you're not on board. I'm on board with Nick Sirianni. I'm on board with Jalen Hurts. I'm on board with all the Eagles fans that comes here. I'm not going to let this stop me from being an Eagles fan. I'm not going to start rocking other teams like a lot of these two-teamers, these fake-ass fans here. That's just not me. It is what it is. Fuck it. I'm done with it. But one last thing I want to talk about. One last thing is officially over. I got to call out these scumbags who called out, who was cyberbullying a kid. All right. First of all, before I go any further, I want to initiate a warning that this part is not going to look pretty at all right? This is not going to be good. This will not be friendly, anything you want to imagine. So this is going to be one of those moments where I just want to initiate a warning, okay? Put your headphones on, turn the volume down if you don't have one. If, get your kids and your wives, your girlfriends, everybody, family members out of the room, okay? If you're at work, turn your volumes down, do whatever, because it's just not going to look pretty, all right? So I just want to tell you right now, if it comes to it. So I just want to initiate that warning because it could get really ugly, because this really pissed me off, okay? So that being said, I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. All I'm going to say is, you Eagles fans make me fucking sick. There was cyberbullying. You Eagles fans, you fucking piece of shit, dickheads, fucking scumbags. Every fucking thing. I hope you... I hate this fucking fan base. I hate it with a fucking passion. I fucking hate this fan base with a fucking passion. I hope every last one of you Eagles fans who attacked that kid, that cyberbully, that kid because he wore a Carson Wentz coach jersey, I hope you fucking go to hell. I don't fucking care. But every last one of you can fuck off for all I care. You fucking scumbags, you toxic piece of fucking trash, are the reasons why I fucking hate this fan base with a fucking passion. You are what's wrong with this fan base. You guys get that fucking upset because a kid who idolized Carson Wentz, Carson Wentz was there for him 24/7. He looked up to Carson Wentz as a hero, as his Superman, as his Batman. Does it ever occur to you, so-called Eagles fans, that maybe Giovanni was just more than just a super fan, as far as the Philadelphia Eagles goes? Does it ever occur to you that maybe, not only he was just a fan of Carson Wentz, but he's a friend. He's being very supportive. And instead of you guys just taking it how it is, y'all really jump on social media and y'all really bullied the kid. It makes me sick to my stomach, all the shit that I've seen. Like, you guys are what's wrong with this fan base. And a lot of y'all are really in your fucking feelings. A lot of you are really in your feelings because he decided to wear Carson Wentz jersey that's in the Colts. A lot of you grown-ass men, grown-ass women need to get your fucking head out of your fucking ass and grow the fuck up. This is why I hate... This is exactly why I hate this fan base with a passion. People like you is what's wrong with this fan base. A grown-ass adults, grown-ass men, grown-ass women, pulling this cyberbully clusterfuck over a little kid. Bunch of fucking assholes. Every last one of you are. It was all about Eagles talk. It was all professional, everything, until I heard about this. You people make me sick. You people make me sick. The fact I'm done. I'm done. I do not consider you guys as real Eagles fans. I don't. People like you is what's wrong with this fan base. What's wrong with this world. I'm done. That's all I gotta say. I'm ending this video. Shemaine, that you check on out here. It is FlyEaglesFly. I'm getting even more mad just thinking about it. Fuck cyber bullies. All right? Fuck those scumbags who called out Giovanni. And Giovanni, on behalf of the real Eagles fans, am very sorry you had to go through that. I'm very sorry. But you cyber bullies, you so-called Eagles fans, you are the reason why I hate this fan base. You are the reason why I just have to unfollow so many people on Twitter, unfollow so many groups on Facebook, everything. Y'all make me fucking sick to my stomach. That's all I gotta say. I'm done. I'm out. Go Birds. FlyEaglesFly. That's it.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.